This solid black rotary telephone was given to me by a dear friend in East Haven who knew I'd appreciate it enough to display in my home. It's made of metal and weighs just over 6 pounds. Substantial, solid, and unmistakably from another era. Stamped right on the handset is Bell System, manufactured by Western Electric, and just below it, F1. That small code identifies the handset as part of Henry Dreyfuss's 1930s redesign. A lighter, better balanced form that improved comfort and usability and went on to set the standard for decades. The phone itself is a Western Electric Model 302, first introduced in 1937. It was the first telephone to combine the ringer cradle and wiring into one compact unit. Before this, home telephones were bulkier, often relying on separate boxes for ringing and speaking. Early versions like this one were made with a die-cast zinc metal body and a Bakelite handset. But as the United States entered World War II, Western Electric shifted production. By the early 1940s, the entire phone was molded from Bakelite to conserve metal for the war effort. That means this metal body version dates to the earliest production years, roughly 1937 to 1941. The rotary dial itself is pure mechanics. No chips, no software, just gears, springs, and timing. You'd spin a number, release it, and listen as it clicked back into place. Each click sent a tiny electrical pulse down a copper wire, traveling through a vast network of switches and human operators. And that's where Connecticut's story begins. The telephone wasn't invented here, but the world's first commercial telephone exchange was established in New Haven, Connecticut in 1878 by George Coy, after he witnessed Alexander Graham Bell's demonstration. Coy built the first telephone switchboard, connecting 21 subscribers through a central hub instead of direct lines. That single innovation made the telephone practical and scalable, the foundation of modern telecommunications. Just weeks later, Coy published the world's first telephone directory, listing 50 subscribers, all in New Haven. Decades later, the Model 302 carried that same spirit of innovation, taking something complex and making it accessible to everyday households. The handwritten number on the paper dial center, 929-7241, would have been someone's direct line, back when area codes didn't yet exist. For years, 7 digits were all you needed. As demand grew, with more homes than fax machines, pagers, and eventually cell phones, the system expanded. Connecticut received its first area code 203 in 1947. In 1995, area code 860 was introduced, followed by 475 in 2009. The Bell system itself was more than a manufacturer. It was a nationwide monopoly that connected nearly every American home until its breakup in 1984. I remember this kind of home phone from my childhood in the 70s and 80s, but ours was plastic. If you dialed wrong, you had to hang up and start over. If you didn't want to be bothered, you could leave the handset off the cradle so the phone wouldn't ring. And if you wanted to make a long-distance call, it usually cost extra. You dialed 0, an operator answered, and you gave her the city and state along with the phone number so she could route the call. You could place a collect call, meaning the person who answered was asked if they agreed to accept and pay for the charges. Today, this isn't just a phone. It's design, it's engineering, it's a piece of Connecticut history. And the fact that I remember all of this is how I know I've crossed the line from storyteller to historical witness. I'm getting old.